Hello students, today we are going to study the decimal expansion of real numbers. As you know, the real numbers can be written in the form of fractions, integers or decimals. So here only we focus on the decimal expansion. Real numbers have two types of decimal expansions. Means first is terminating and other is non-terminating. Terminating means the decimal expansion ends after some digits. It has a end point. But non-terminating decimal expansion have no end point. It goes on in finite terms. If the decimal expansion is non-terminating, then it is of the two types, recurring and non-recurring. Recurring means some digits are repeating in a fashion. Some digits are repeating in a group, but in non-recurring, digits are non-repeating in a fashion or in a group. They are repeating randomly. If the non-terminating decimal expansions are non-recurring, then those numbers are irrational numbers, as we have explained in the earlier lecture. But if the non-terminating decimal expansion is recurring, and recurring numbers you have learned in the 9th standard, which are shown by a bar sign on the recurring group of digits. If the non-terminating decimal expansion which is recurring, then it is a rational number, and terminating decimal expansion is also a rational number. So these two types of numbers are rational number: terminating decimal expansion and non-terminating recurring decimal expansion are rational numbers. Only non-terminating, non-recurring are the irrational numbers. For example, the decimal number 0.35 can be written as 35 upon 100, because here is two decimal places. For two decimal places, the denominator will be 100 divided by 100, and it can be written in the form of 35 divided by 10 power 2 in exponential form. 10 power 2 means 2 into 5. Factor of 10 is 2 into 5. So 10 power 2 means 2 into 5 ka whole power 2. Then it will be 2 power 2 into 5 power 2. So here in the numerator, the 35 is factorized in the form of 5 into 7. So 1 5 is cancelled out from the denominator. So it will be 7 upon 2 power 2 into 5. Similarly, second example, see 0.375, it has 3 places of decimal, so it will be divided by 1000. 1000 means 10 ka power 3. 375 is factorized as 3 into 5 power 3 divided by 10 power 3 is in the form of 2 power 3 into 5 power 3. 2 3 times and 5 3 times. 5 power 3, 5 power 3 from numerator and denominator are cancelled out. So it will give 3 upon 2 power 3. In next example, 0.104 can be written as 104 upon 1000, means 104 upon 10 power 3. In the exponential form, it is 2 power 3 into 5 power 3, and factorization of 104 is 13 into 2 power 3. 2 power 3 means 8. 13 8 ja 104. So here 2 power 3 is cancelled out from numerator and denominator, so it will give 13 upon 5 power 3. Similarly, 23.3408 can be written as 23.3408. Here decimal places are 4, so it will be 10 power 4. On factorization, it will give 2 power 6 into 7 into 521 divided by 2 power 4 into 5 power 4. So here it will give 2 power 4 and 2 power 6. Here 2 power 4 is cancel out from here, so it will give 2 square into 7 into 521 divided by 5 power 4. So here you see that the finite decimal expansion, matlab terminating decimal expansion, when converted into fractional form, means p by q form, it will give always the denominator. See the denominator of all the numbers. Here you find denominator 2 and 5 as a fraction. 2 and 5 as a fraction, or only 2 or only 5. So from these examples we conclude a theorem which is seen in the book. The theorem is stated here that let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates, means finite number of terms है. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-prime, and the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integer. N and m should be always a positive integer. So if the denominator is in the form of 2 power something and 5 power something, then the rational number has a terminating decimal expansion. Now the converse of this theorem is, let x equal to p by q is a rational number. A rational number is given, then such that the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integer, then x has a decimal expansion which terminates. So it is the converse of the first theorem. Next theorem is, let x equal to p by q, where p, q are co-prime, be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integer, then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating, means non-recurring. Non-terminating, non-recurring means it is a irrational number. Now we will solve the exercise 1.4. The question number 1 is, without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers have a terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. The first part of the question is 13 upon 3125. Here you have to factorize the denominator. So you will get 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, 5 times 5. So it will be equal to 13 upon 5 power 5. But here you have to show the form 2 power n and 5 power m. So here you write 2 power 0 into 2 power 0 यहाँ पे आपको लिख देना है, बिकॉज 2 पावर 0 की वैल्यू क्या होती है 1 होती है, इसलिए 1 से मल्टीप्लाई कहीं भी करेंगे वो सेम रहता है, इसलिए हम केवल फॉर्म के लिए यहाँ पे शो करते हैं 2 पावर 0 इंटू 5 पावर 5. सो हियर यू सी दैट डिनोमिनेटर इज ऑफ द फॉर्म ऑफ 2 पावर n and 5 पावर m. सो बाई द फर्स्ट थियरम it has a terminating decimal expansion. Now the second part, 17 upon 8. Here if you factorize the denominator you will get 17 upon 2 power 3. 2 power 3. So here 5 is absent, so you have to write into 5 power 0. So here also it is in the form of 2 power n and 5 power m. So it is also a terminating decimal expansion. In third question, 64 upon 455. On factorization it will give the numerator 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, means 6 times 2, and divided by 5 into 7 into 13. So here as you see there is a 2 more terms in the denominator. 2 more types of factors are there, 7 and 13. So the denominator is not in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So it has non-terminating decimal expansion. It will not non-terminating decimal expansion. Now in fourth question, 15 upon 1600. On factorization it will give numerator 3 into 5 divided by denominator will have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. So here is 6 times 2. So it will give 2 power 6 and 1 5 from numerator and denominator are cancelled out. So you have only 1 5. So here you get 3 upon 2 power 6 into 5. So as you see here also it is denominator is in the form of 2 power 6 into 5 power m. 2 power n into 5 power m. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. In fifth question, 29 upon 343. On factorization it will give the denominator 7 into 7 into 7, means 7 power 3. So as you see here the denominator contains 7 as a factor. It will not have factors of 2 and 5. So it is non-terminating decimal expansion. In sixth question, 23 upon 2 power 3, 5 power 2. So as you see here, the denominator is in the form of 2 power n, 5 power m. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. In question number 7th, 129 divided by 2 power 2, 5 power 7, 7 power 5. So as you see here also there is a more factor of 7. So denominator is not here in the form of 2 power n, 5 power m. It has another factor of 7. So it is also non-terminating decimal expansion. Now in 8th part, 6 upon 15. On factorization, it will give 2 into 3 divided by 3 into 5. 3 is cancelled out from numerator and denominator. It will give 2 upon 5. So here you can write in denominator 2 raised to 0. 2 raised to 0 means 1. So here the denominator is in the form of 2 power m, 5 power n. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. In 9th part, 35 upon 50. On factorization, it will give numerator 5 into 7 and denominator will give 2 into 5 into 5. So here 1 5 is cancelled out from numerator and denominator and it will give 7 upon 2 into 5. So here also the denominator is in the form of 2 power m, 5 power n. So it is also a terminating decimal expansion. In 10th part, 77 upon 210. On factorization, it will give 7 into 11 divided by 2 into 3 into 7 into 5. 7 is cancelled out. So you will get 11 upon 2 into 3 into 5. So see here, the denominator contains 3 as a factor also. So it is not in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m only. It has more factors of 3. So it is a non-terminating decimal expansion. Now in question number 2, write down the decimal expansion of those rational numbers in question 1 above, which have terminating decimal expansion. So this question is based on the question number 1. Then see here, in question number 1, those expansion which have terminating decimal expansion, then you have to convert it in the decimal form. So question number 1, 13 upon 3125, that is equal to 13 upon 5 power 5. So it has a factor in the denominator, factor as a 5. So it is a terminating. So now you have to convert it in the decimal form. For converting the decimal form, you should have the denominator in the power of 10. So for getting the power of 10 in the denominator, so here you have to multiply the 5 power 5 by the factor of 2 having same power. So here you have to multiply 2 power 5 into 5 power 5. 2 power 5 you have to multiply in denominator. So also you have to multiply in numerator. Then in the numerator it will give 13 into 2 power 5 means 32. And in the denominator here powers are same. So the numbers will be multiplied. So it will give 2 into 5 whole power 5. 2 into 5 means 10. It will be 10 power 5. And 13 into 32 will give 416. So here 416 divided by 10 power 5. 10 power divided by 10 power 5 means you have to put the decimal at 5 places. So here only 3 places are in the numerator. So you have to add 2 more zeros on the left hand side to get the 5 places. So you will get 0.00416. Second part, 17 upon 8 is also a terminating. So here you will get 17 upon 2 power 3. So here 2 power 3 is in the denominator. So you have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5 power 3. Then you will get 17 into 5 power 3 divided by 2 power 3 into 5 power 3. You have to combine the 2 and 5 in same bracket. 2 into 5 whole power 3. 5 power 3 will give 125. Multiplying 17 into 125 you will get 2125 divided by 10 power 3. 10 power divided by 10 power 3 means you have to put the decimal in 3 places. So you will get the answer 2.125. You have to place decimal at 3 places from right sides. The fourth part is 15 upon 1600 is also a terminating decimal expansion. Third part was not terminating. Non-terminating, so you have not to convert it in decimal form. Only terminating decimal expansions you have to convert. So fourth question was terminating. So you have to convert it in decimal expansion. So here on factorization you will get 3 into 5 in numerator divided by 2 power 6 into 5 power 2. So here you have to make the same power of 2 and 5. So here you have to multiply the 5 power 2. You have to get here 5 power 6. So you have to multiply it by 5 power 4. So you multiply here numerator in denominator by 5 power 4. So you will get 3 into 5 into 5 power 4 divided by 2 power 6 into 5 power 6. 2 power 6 into 5 power 6 will give 2 into 5 ka whole power 6. And in the numerator 3 into 5 is equal to 15 and 5 power 4 equal to 625. On multiplying both the number you will get 9375 in numerator and divided by 10 power 6. 10 power 6 means you have to put the decimal at 6 places. So you will get here 0.009375 because you have only 4 places here. So you have to put 2 more zeros on the left side of the digits. So you will get 0.009375. The next fifth part was non-terminating. So you have not to convert it in decimal form. The sixth part is again terminating. So you have to convert it. Here 23 upon 2 power 3 5 power 2 is equal to the 23 upon 2 power 3. Here 5 is only 2 times. So you have to multiply it by 5 on numerator and denominator. So you will get 2 power 3 into 5 power 3 and in the numerator 5 is multiplied also. Then multiplying the numerator you will get 115 and in denominator it is 2 into 5 whole power 3. That will give 10 power 3. 10 power 3 means you have to put decimal at 3 places. Then you will get 0.115. The seventh part is non-terminating and eighth part is terminating. So you have to convert it in decimal form. This is number is 6 upon 15. On factorization it will give 2 into 3 upon 3 into 5. 3 is cancelled out. So you have 2 upon 5. 2 upon 5. But for the form of 10 you have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. Then you will get 4 upon 5 into 2 10. 4 upon 10 means decimal at one place. So here 0.4 is the answer. The ninth part is 35 upon 50. Here 35 is factorized as 5 into 7 and 50 is 2 into 5 into 5. 1 5 from numerator and denominator are cancelled out. So you will get 7 upon 2 5 is 10. So here the answer is 0.7. The 10th part is non-terminating. So you have not to convert it in the form of decimal. Now see the third question. The following real numbers have decimal expansion as given below. In each case decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form P by Q, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? So here the first part is 43.123456789 because here the decimal form of the number is terminating. It has finite terms. So it is terminating decimal expansion. So it is a rational number as we have learnt in previous lectures. It is a rational number of the form P by Q, and by the theorem you can say that the Q, the prime factors of Q have 2 or 5 or both the factors. In second part the number is given 0.120, 1200, 12000, 120000 and so on. Because here this number has non-terminating expansion. It is non-terminating and also it is non-recurring because here 1 2 single 0, 1 2 double 0, 1 2 triple 0, 1 2 4 times 0. So it is non-recurring because here pattern are changing. So it is non-terminating and non-recurring. So it is a irrational number by definition. In the third part, the number is given 43.123456789. As you see here, 0.123456789, you have a bar sign on the group of these digits. So this number is non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. So, as you have seen here, the non-recurring, non-terminating are irrational, but non-terminating and recurring expansion are rational number. So it is a rational number of the form P by Q, and the prime factors of Q will have a factor other than 2 or 5, because it is a non-terminating. So it have a factor other than 2 or 5. For terminating expansion, the factors of Q are only 2 or 5, but for the recurring non-terminating decimal expansion, the factors will have 1 or more other factors other than 2 or 5s. So here the exercise 1.4 is completed, and also the chapter 1 is completed. Now we will see the next chapter in next video.